Many people say the problem with the American healthcare system is greed. Businesses shouldn't make money off sick people. Profit and healthcare shouldn't go together, should they?
$139 billion in windfall profits. Ooh.
Medicine shouldn't be about profit, and he'd say it should be about caring for people. Then Vicky wouldn't have to be so scared.
What's going to happen to me if my cancer comes back?
How will I pay for it?
Who's going to take care of me?
The intent is to maximize profits.
It's why we've got to have government health care, says Michael Moore.
Get the profit out.
Get the profit out, get the private health insurance company out of there. That's right.
Insurance companies do want to make a profit. Insurance is a risk pool. People pay premiums into one pot. The people who don't get sick pay for those who do. The more sick people an insurance company takes on, the less chance it has to make a profit.
The FBI says the fraud involved more than $1 billion.
To try to protect themselves from fraud, insurance companies create another problem: paperwork.
Charts, everywhere. More here, everywhere. This is where some of the money goes. This stuff is not free.
Dr. Melvin Gerald has to pay 4 employees just to do insurance paperwork. On average, doctors spend 14% of their income on it, and lots of time.
And some of that time we should be spending with patients.
But the biggest problem with insurance is that it creates nasty incentives. It encourages us to spend more and not to think about what things cost. What if your car insurance covered oil changes and gasoline? You wouldn't care how much gas you use, and you wouldn't care what it cost. Mechanics would sell you $100 oil changes. But that's how it works in healthcare. And some people demand oil changes whether they need them or not.
But the patients have insurance, they don't ask. They just say, some of them tell them do this, do that. And some of the things they don't need to have done.
The patients say, do this and do that, because they're not paying. And since patients don't care about costs, neither do doctors.
It's gotten to the point where doctors don't even know how much it costs them to provide this service or that service, or how much an office visit should cost. Try asking a doctor how much an office visit costs and watch their face go blank.
So when people complain that there are
40 million uninsured, 45 million.
46 million.
47 million uninsured.
I say the bigger problem may be that 250 million of us have health insurance. Because imagine how different your life would be if insurance paid for other things you need. What if you had grocery insurance? You wouldn't care what things cost. Why buy hamburger? I'll just buy steak. Why look for sales? Why use coupons? I'll just buy everything. My insurance company's paying.
We'd make a lot more money.
You could raise your prices.
We definitely could.
John Mackey's the founder of this chain, Whole Foods. He laughs at how grocery insurance would change shoppers' behavior.
They'd buy a lot more because they're spending somebody else's money now.
People would buy a lot more of the wild-caught king salmon from Alaska for $20 a pound than they would this farm-raised tilapia for $6.99 a pound.
Instead of buying a bottle of wine for $7.99, they might buy a $300 bottle of wine.
And yet this is how we pay for health care.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's easy to make profit a dirty word.
The profit model is denigrated and dismissed as evil. But when Henry Ford came around, cars cost more than houses. He said, I can make it better and cheaper. In 8 years, he cut the price of a car by half. There are Henry Fords in healthcare. They're great doctors, great scientists, great business people.
But they have less incentive to innovate without profit. Government-regulated phones were once all black, rotary dial. Competitors seeking profit is what has given us the choices we have now.
Hello? Cell phones get better and cheaper.
Did you say better?
Cell phones are better than the old black phone I used to have.
I couldn't get a signal, you know, between here and Columbus Avenue.
Aren't they better?
In fact, you know what I say to people? When are they going to invent the cell phone? Because I don't know what these are. Now, I know, I watch your show, and I know.
You want government cars? I mean, you remember the best the planned economies could produce? That was the Trabant. It was awful. I was going to show you the picture.
He didn't remember the Trabant, so I showed him a picture. It was that East German car.
A Trabant is a two-stroke 600.
It was so primitive, just filling the tank was a hassle.
You have to use gasoline and oil, mix it together in here, and you shake the car back and forth to mix it together.
This was the best that governments could produce.
They're horrible. Are you kidding? Don't even use those as examples.
That's what happens when government produces things.
I understand why some people don't like the government running things now, but the government used to be really good at things. We did things like defeat the Nazis.
Well, yes, some things we want government to do, like fighting wars. But government rarely does things efficiently.
The private sector does everything better because they compete.
Private sector does everything better? You are like so 13th century. I love this.
He can laugh at me, but it's people competing for profit that's lifted us out of the 13th century and given us 21st century medicine. Drug companies looking to make money create things that improve our quality of life and save lives.
Frankly, without Bristol-Myers Squibb, I wouldn't be here.
Profit drives innovation, says Grace Marie Turner.
I want companies to come up with cures for Parkinson's, cures for cancer, cures for Alzheimer's. Unless there is a reward for them to do that, we're not going to have those new medicines.
Well, government has researchers. We have the NIH.
Government is responsible for 4% of the drugs on the market today.
These amazing artificial legs and the artificial heart were all invented for profit in America. Every year, thousands of people from countries with government health care come to America for treatment. The famous Spanish tenor Jose Carreras didn't get treated for cancer in his home country. He went to Seattle. King Hussein of Jordan came here. So did this sheik from the United Arab Emirates, this Italian prime minister.
Hello, you lovely little children.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu, and many others.
This is the country of medical innovation. This is where people come when they need treatment. Literally, we're surrounded by medical miracles. Death by cardiovascular disease has dropped by 2/3 of the last 50 years. You got to pay a price for that type of advancement. Dick Cheney has had 4 heart attacks. He's not only able to walk up a flight of stairs, he can hold down full-time employment. 50 years ago, he would have been spending a lot of time lying down with his eyes closed. That is the miracle of modern medicine.
A miracle made possible by profit.